Oh yes, a spring report. Awesome. I'm always glad to have it's a little bit of preview of what's coming up in Star Citizen over the next couple of patches. I thought it was a really great segment about those Vandal ships. It's great, and we haven't had an update on the Vandals for a while. And I think that the work that they're showing us, tremendous work from the devs here. Really impressed by the new visual language. So yeah, really looking forward. Oh, what is that? Oh yeah, SPK.
Let's start things off with some
That's
combat
my
AI
house.
improvements that are underway. What you're seeing here is a new reload test using current behaviors available in the game. Now, players
Oh, that's really cool. Finally, NPCs are not gonna have unlimited ammo. And looks like you see the earlier before one of those
don't
NPCs
have
was
unlimited
hiding.
ammo, so why should NPCs? The setup here is that this NPC starts with a limited amount of clips, and then automatically reloads as they empty each one. But
Oh,
eventually,
whoa! Let's have a look again at that. Is that NPC using a
the
shotgun?
limited amount of
Oh
clips,
yeah,
and then
cool.
automatically reloads as they empty each one.
Oh, if they could have different, various types of guns, when we do those missions, that would be cool because, you know, when you're doing SPK, you know that the NPCs are gonna have a P4. When you're doing the 890 jump, you know they're gonna have a P8. When you're doing the bunker missions, you know that they're gonna have a Gallant energy rifle. So if they could have various different types of guns, that would add a certain unpredictability, and you would have to really adapt because you don't really fight somebody who has a Gallant energy rifle the same way you fight someone who has a shotgun and vice versa. So if we could have that diversity of guns here from AI NPCs, then I think that would be their whole new lot of excitement here for those
But
missions.
eventually, we'll have individual behaviors here that will distinguish between the
Oh, they're reloading. It looks like this box here. Looks like they are reloading. They're taking the ammos from the box.
various NPC characters. But also, never mind the invulnerability here. They turn that on special for me because I'm, as one designer put it, not good. Now, when they run out of clips,
By the way, that's not SPK. SPK is not that large. So is that a news station? Are we gonna have a news station like SPK around Macrotech maybe? Because this looks like we are orbiting Macrotech here. Please, another SPK, because if you want to do those missions and you have to travel all the way back to Crusader from Macrotech, that's really annoying. So if we could have another security post like Corray around Macrotech, that would be fantastic.
the NPC will then query the area for an ammo usable and then move to refill before returning back to combat behavior. It's a little thing, but when combined with the dozens of other small touches like this, these behaviors should lead to a more immersive and ultimately more rewarding gameplay experience for Squadron 42 and the Persistent Universe alike.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, this is gonna be some really cool,
In
exciting
ship news,
action.
Eagle has
Oh, what is that, guys? Is that the 100i in engine? Yeah, look at that ship. It's actually looking quite, well, big.
citizens may have spotted the Origin 100 series being added to the public roadmap for Alpha
Okay,
311.
look at that backside here. Ed J with, oh my goodness, wow. Thank you so much, man. Ed, the name is just Ed. All right, Ed. Well, Ed, thank you, man. That is really, really appreciated. Not gonna spit. Don't worry. I'll be reasonable. Wow.
So here's a look at the current gray box
It's look at that look at that window here. Very, very sleek interior here from the 100i. But again, not really surprising. Looking quite similar to what we did see in the concept art. There should be a bed here normally, by the way. They probably didn't put it in yet.
process. Now, gray box is the intermediate phase between white box and final art,
Yeah, it's definitely smaller than the interior of the 300i, which is the way it should be.
where the initial geometry
Oh, maybe the bed is at the bottom. Oh, but it looks like, yeah, maybe they changed the location of the
is
bed.
created, structure is formed, and we get the first real sense of shape language for the ship or vehicle. Now, once it's all validated here, the ship will move on to final art, where the texture and detail are added, and its true personality will begin to shine through.
Oh, yeah, it's looking quite nice. This is my favorite looking Origin ships, I think. It's looks like, very sleek, looking like a fight. I really like those little winglets here on both sides. Maybe they're gonna add some extra extra aerodynamic. If the 100i has a hot tub, I mean, says Joseph. It may have a coffee machine. That's already good enough.
Of course, it's not just new ships that are on the way, though. Old stalwarts like the Gladius, often a test bed for new features and functionality, is currently having a little work done, including the addition of a weapon and item rack to help with
that's
missions in Squadron
cool.
42, as well as a
Oh, that's going to make... Let's have a look at that again. That is going to make the ship so much more practical.
an item rack to help with missions in Squadron 42,
No, where,
new
here.
features and functionality, is currently having a little work done.
Now, if only items were not disappearing, that would be great. They have to stay there. If you put items there, they've got to stay there. But that is a very good step forward, I think.
Including the addition of a weapon and item rack to
The
help with
M50
missions.
update. Well, I don't know. Who cares about the M50 update? Please tell me in the chat down here. I want to see. Yes for yeah. Tell me. Say yes if you care about the M50 update, and no if you don't.
In Squadron 42, as well as a dash makeover complete with working toggle switches and lights.
Oh, okay. What do we see here? Everything is Oh, maybe here those little screens here a little bit different. How many dash improvements are we gonna have in the Gladius? It seems like they're always doing that with the Gladius.
Support the upcoming cockpit interactions functionality. Now, while the weapons rack should make its way to players in the upcoming Alpha 310, we're going to be learning more about the new cockpit interactions feature next quarter. So keep an eye out for that.
There you go, right? Ed says he doesn't care about the M50 at all. Steffi Ming says, JTC Brown says maybe. Wallace says no. Colin says meh. Nobody says yes. And Steffi says that his Prowler item racks don't work. Oh, man. Exactly, Justin. Absolutely, ID. I absolutely agree with you, Justin. It should be a minor priority. It shouldn't even be in the roadmap, right? Like those cargo racks on the Gladius should be on the roadmap. Those cockpit improvements should be on the roadmap. Instead, we have the bloody M50 improvements on the roadmap. Who makes those roadmaps?
Over this quarter, we've been following along with the
Yeah, he did say that the toggle switches are usable, Colin. You're right.
early development of our upcoming refinery decks. And we're here now with another look at current white box, gray box.
Is that white box, gray box? Looks like it's finished.
The refinery decks are meant to occupy a separate space within the rest stop.
Oh no, those balls
from the
here.
more
Okay.
commercial areas. These are where players come to handle their more industrial needs.
Yeah, that's a good word here. Definitely looks very industrial. It looks like a refinery, you know.
Refining mined materials to picking up mining-related missions, or even buying new mining equipment. One of the larger elements of
Wow, look at that fire here. That place here is probably where people put their metals and they get refined, looking really awesome and menacing at the same time.
these locations are the blazing heat generated from the open smelting facilities and blazing slag being poured into vats.
Wow. Okay.
Refinery
Seems
decks
like it's gonna be hot in there. I think that players are going, like, especially since we have survival mechanics. I think that we're gonna need a lot of bottles of water in
to be utterly
there.
industrial, from the large metal clanging to the shouts of the workers all around. And if that's not hot enough for you, on our last sprint report, we showcased the early
fire.
explorations of
Okay, yeah, I
fire
agree with you.
propagation
Justin says
tests
that the
for our
Origin
citizens
100
Squadron
series looks
42.
fantastic.
And we're
It
back with another
really
update.
does, man.
Now,
It
after
really
starting
does.
with voxels, the VFX team is now laying the groundwork for a functional entity-based prototype that can track things like temperature, fuel amount,
Okay.
fire and smoke intensity per entity, and incorporate those into systemic propagation. What you're seeing here now is a fire volume that starts at the ignition point and grows from there, using entities that allow for mesh spawning, which will then in turn allow fire and smoke particles to spawn directly from the surface of an item's geometry.
Wow.
The team's next step is allowing propagation from voxels to entities and vice versa. But honestly, this still just kind of looks like a pyromaniac's paradise to me. Speaking of pyromaniacs,
Did you see that, guys, from Pyro? And this is obviously, I guess, if you guys didn't recognize it, this is Pyro 2. Why is there water on Pyro 2? These words are supposed to be dead. So far, we know Pyro 1 is going to have those crabs and those crazy plants, and now this is Pyro 2. And Pyro 2 has oceans? Seriously?
and what might be the best or worst segue I've made all season, it's time for another look at early work on the planets of the Pyro system, in this case, Pyro 2. Now, in the original galactic guide for the Pyro system, Pyro 2 was said to be a coreless planet that once held significant mineral deposits and became the victim of a metal rush that quickly picked the planet clean, leaving it little more than an empty husk. And, well...
Wow, look at that. It's a pink planet. Yeah, that's Pyro 2. Yeah, we've seen some pictures of Pyro 2. I think that was in a monthly report or something like that a couple of months ago. So that's how you could easily recognize Pyro 2. It's like the pink planet, it's pink.
we may have to revisit that assessment before all is said and done. Similar to our look at Pyro 1 last month, this is early work on the planet's surface alone. So you can expect plenty of changes and improvements along the way before...
Yeah, we need to get rid of those rocks, these random rocks looking quite ugly.
...it gets plopped into the Pyro system with its...
And cacti? Really? Are we gonna have the same cacti as on Hurston? Come on, DCIG. You need to get rid of those.
...family of other planets. But it's fun...
Oh no, these are not cacti. These look like... What are those?
What
are those? They look like dead trees, but they don't look like trees at the same time. Could they be like geological?
Can cook up in a new world's very early days.
We don't have enough. I really want to have a close look at what this is, but we don't have a good shot. No, we can't.
So what did we learn about this week? Well, we learned that the Vandal and their ships get more alien...
Alright, well that's it for this episode of Inside Star Citizen, guys. I thought that, yeah, especially, Vandals looking really impressive. Spirit Report, lots of good things coming. I have a feeling we're gonna see Pyro. By the way, this was confirmed in the Star Citizen Leaks Discord channel, by the way. Looks like we are going to have at least Pyro 1 and Pyro 2 in Star Citizen Alpha 3.12, which could be called, as a result, Star Citizen 4.0. 4.0 might be coming up by the end of the year, guys. So you're hearing it first here in this channel. So we'll see when we're finally going to see the last column of the year. When Star Citizen Alpha 3.10 gets shipped, we should have the column for quarter 4. I have a feeling that this is going to be 4.0, since, they said that 4.0 is when we're finally going to be able to leave the Stanton system. Not the Stanton system being complete, leaving the Stanton system. And obviously, we're going to have to leave the Stanton system to go to Pyro, especially if Pyro 1 and 2 are implemented there. So we shall see.